What it do, Mozzi crew? It's J-Mozzi back with another video, and today we got a tutorial for all you photographers who want to do photos on the go, or even if you don't have Photoshop or a computer, you can still make your photos look really good for Instagram, Twitter, or any type of social media that you might have. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button for another tutorial. I'll have iOS 11, how to get iOS 11 tutorial if you guys want it. Make sure you spam iOS 11 in the comment section. And also I'm going to be doing this new thing where I put a random Oreo in the video. If you can find the Oreo, comment the exact time that you saw the Oreo at, and I'll shout you out in the next video. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so as you can see, we're on the phone. If you're curious as to what software I'm using to record this phone, I'm actually using the iOS 11 update. If you guys want me to do that, like I said in the intro, go ahead, spam iOS 11 in the comment section, and make sure you like the video. We're aiming for 10 likes on this video. Oh, also thank you for the support on the last video, and let's get into the tutorial. So basically, I have this photography folder, so you guys can see I have a couple of apps. At the top left, as you can see, I have my camera app. I take pictures on my camera, videos on my camera, and I process them to my phone where I can easily get them, and they'll go straight to my camera roll, and I can edit any picture that I take on the go. After that, you can see my photos. That's where all my photos are. I go into my photos. This is actually not the picture we're going to be doing because I want to put this picture that I edit in this video on Instagram so you guys know how it looks. I'm going for a more retro look, like a more tech. Usually not a lot of saturation. This is the picture we're going to actually be editing. The next app that we have, this is my favorite app on my phone. If you don't have this app and you're a photographer and you like editing your pictures, I definitely recommend this. It's Polar. It's a completely free app. You don't get all of the attributes that you want, or you probably don't need all the attributes, but most of them get the job done, and I use this for every photo that I edit. So as you can see, we have a lot of options here. Not too much. It's a nice clean interface. I usually start with color, and then I don't touch temperature, I don't touch tint. I go to vibrance. Vibrance, I usually drag that down a little bit. Not too much. You want to keep a little bit of color. So I'm gonna put that around right there. And then I go to saturation. I drag that down a little bit. The difference between vibrance and saturation: vibrance is more color based. Saturation is how much blacks and how much grays. So yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the saturation up a little bit, vibrance up a little bit, so we can have a little bit more color since the sign is white. We don't want it to be too black and white. We're gonna go to light. We're gonna go all the way over to shadows. We're going to darken the shadows so we get more contrast in there. Since we have a white color, we want to make the shadows really dark. I put that on 100. Contrast, we want to add a little bit of contrast. Not too much. 28 seems to be really good. Go to whites. We can tone that up a little bit. A little bit. Blacks. That's great right there. As you can see, it pops a whole lot. This is the original, and this is how it's looking now. Just basically taking a lot of color away. We're gonna go to details, sharpen. It's already pretty sharp, but this actually makes it look better. So we're gonna keep that on there. Clarity, I don't really like the way clarity looks. This looks like I didn't even take the picture. So we're going, nah, that's not good either. So we sharpened it, looks pretty good. I always like to put a vintage or something like that on the picture. If the vintage doesn't look good, I usually just keep it out, but most of the pictures have vintage, and I just keep it very light if I don't like the vintage all the way. So vintage amount, if you go right, it turns the vintage white, and vintage, if you don't know, it's the little circle around. So white, I never really go with white. I go this way. That's a little bit too much, so we're gonna keep it a little light right there, to where people can kind of barely notice, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't mess with this stuff unless there's a small subject in the middle of the frame. So HSL, I don't really mess with that. Color curves, I don't mess with that. Sometimes I go to the effects and I do fringing. fringing is a kind of popular effect, but it doesn't make this picture look too great. So maybe we could give it a little bit of fringing. Nah, we're gonna keep it regular. So that's pretty much it for this app, and we're just gonna save it. As you can see, we can save it low, best, all that. Watermark. We're not putting a watermark on it. We're just keeping it by itself. So then we're gonna go save as copy. You always want to keep your original just in case you edit it more than you need to and you kind of mess it up. So I always save a copy, and then it never really takes long, really fast, done already. So then we're just gonna head out of here. Next, usually I go to Instagram just to check the filters, add a little blur on there. Instagram is a very underused app for photography. So I go right here, you want to go to next. Usually I look through these filters just to see if anything looks good. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna keep the original. We're gonna keep the original. We're gonna go over here. I always like to put a tilt shift on. And since we have letters going across and we want to keep the focus onto the letters, we would do a linear. Then we would stretch it a little bit, just to blur the edges a little. You don't want to blur it too much to where they can't see what the photo is, you know what I'm saying? So we're done with that. And that's looking pretty good right there. I think I'm gonna go to filters. I think I'm gonna put a filter on it, just because I did see one. Where was it? Lo-fi looked pretty good. I'm really digging that. It's in between lo-fi and this one, but I'm really liking lo-fi, so I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go next, share it just to share it, and then it will save to your photo gallery. So I'm offline, so I don't need any notifications. It's already good. I'm just gonna click the X, remove. Should be in my photos. Let's go check it out. I'm in my photos. As you can see, it saves right here. So we got a pretty good looking picture, but usually I go into here so I can post it on Snapchat. I go into this and I actually put like a background on it. So we're gonna go right here, we're gonna go to the photo that we edited, and then we're gonna go to square fit. Blur, we always keep it on dark, and then you just save it from there. Not too bad of a tutorial. This is an easy tutorial on how to get easy photos for all of you guys who are photographers. I know I got one viewer who is a photographer, Khalesia. Shout out to you. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, it's always using what you got. Free apps, all types of stuff. I got a whole bunch of tutorials I can use just by using my phone that I bet you guys didn't know. So if you guys want the iOS 11 update, I got you. Another tutorial, a whole lot of more videos coming. I have a track meet soon. I'll be vlogging that for you guys, and I just can't wait to get back into the Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.